The Fool's Journey is a metaphorical narrative that represents the spiritual and psychological evolution of an individual through life stages, as illustrated by the major arcana cards in tarot. In tarot, the Fool is card 0, often seen as a blank slate, or the pure, unconditioned potential of a person. The journey begins with the Fool and progresses through the 21 other major arcana cards, symbolizing life lessons and personal growth. Each card signifies a stage, challenge, or opportunity that the Fool encounters on his path. Here's an overview of the Fool's journey. The journey starts with the Fool, who represents new beginnings, innocence, and a sense of adventure. He steps into the unknown, full of faith and optimism, carrying no baggage of past experiences. The Fool's ignorance of the world brings both risk and opportunity. Next, the Fool meets the Magician, who shows him how to use the tools available in life: intellect, emotion, desire, and practicality. The Magician teaches him that he can create and shape his reality by channeling these energies with intention. The Fool then encounters the High Priestess, representing intuition, inner wisdom, and mystery. She teaches him to look within and trust his instincts, revealing that not everything can be understood logically or through external tools. It's a lesson of inner knowing and spiritual awareness. As the Fool moves forward, he meets the Nurturing Empress, symbolizing creativity, fertility, and abundance. She teaches him the beauty of the natural world, unconditional love, and the importance of growth and connection to nature. Next, the Emperor enters the Fool's life, representing structure, authority, and control. The Fool learns about the need for discipline, rules, and responsibility to succeed in the material world. The Emperor teaches him the power of order and structure. The Hierophant introduces the Fool to tradition, religion, and societal structures. He shows the Fool how to find meaning in shared beliefs and values, whether through spiritual traditions, education, or moral guidance. The Fool then meets the Lovers, who symbolize love, relationships, and choices. The Fool now begins to understand the importance of emotional connection and the balance between personal desires and the needs of others. This card is also about choices between different paths or values. The Chariot appears as a symbol of control, willpower, and determination. The Fool learns to harness conflicting forces and move forward with a sense of purpose. It's a lesson in focusing energy and navigating life's challenges with confidence and discipline. Strength teaches the Fool about inner courage, patience, and compassion. It's not about physical force, but about mastering one's emotions and taming the inner beasts, like fear, doubt, and anger. The Fool learns to control his impulses and trust in his inner strength. After experiencing the outer world, the Fool feels the need for solitude and reflection. The Hermit represents introspection and seeking knowledge within. The Fool takes time to look inward, understanding that true wisdom comes from deep contemplation. The Fool encounters the Wheel of Fortune, which teaches him about the cyclical nature of life. Life is full of ups and downs, and the Fool learns that nothing is permanent. This is a card of fate, destiny, and accepting the constant flux of life. Justice teaches the Fool about fairness, truth, and consequences. The Fool realizes that his actions have repercussions, and he must be accountable for his decisions. This card is a lesson in balance, moral responsibility, and understanding the cause and effect nature of life. At this stage, the Fool experiences a period of suspension, represented by the Hanged Man. He learns that sometimes progress requires a pause and a new perspective. This card teaches him to surrender control and see things from a different angle, often through sacrifice or letting go. The Fool faces transformation through death, not necessarily physical death, but the end of a phase or the shedding of old ways. It's a card of rebirth, renewal, and the inevitability of change. The Fool learns that to grow, he must let go of the past. After the transformative lesson of death, the Fool learns about moderation and balance through temperance. This card represents harmony, patience, and blending opposites. The Fool is reminded to find a middle ground and integrate all parts of himself in a balanced way. The Fool is then tempted by the Devil, symbolizing materialism, addiction, and bondage to negative patterns. The Devil shows the Fool the traps of ego, desire, and illusion. Here, the Fool learns to break free from self-imposed limitations and reclaim his power. The Fool's illusions are shattered when he encounters the Tower, a card of sudden upheaval and destruction. The Fool learns that sometimes life must be torn down to rebuild something stronger. It's a painful but necessary lesson of humility and release. After the chaos of the Tower, the Fool finds hope and inspiration in the Star. This card represents healing, renewal, and spiritual guidance. The Fool feels a renewed sense of faith in the universe and his path, understanding that even after destruction, light and hope emerge. Next, the Fool faces the Moon, representing illusions, fears, and subconscious influences. The Fool must navigate the realm of the unconscious, understanding that not all is as it seems. He learns to trust his intuition and work through confusion and deception. Emerging from the shadows of the Moon, the Fool is greeted by the Sun, a symbol of joy, vitality, and success. The Fool experiences clarity, happiness, and a sense of fulfillment. It is a moment of pure positivity, where the Fool realizes his potential and purpose. Judgment calls the Fool to a final moment of reckoning and reflection. He reviews his life, actions, and choices, understanding the lessons learned. This card symbolizes rebirth, awakening, and the call to a higher purpose as the Fool integrates all his experiences. The Fool reaches the final stage of his journey with the world, a card of completion, fulfillment, and unity. He has achieved a sense of wholeness and mastery, understanding that the journey has come full circle. The world represents the successful integration of all the lessons learned, and the Fool is now ready for new beginnings. Once the Fool reaches the world, he may start his journey again, but with greater wisdom and awareness. The Fool's journey is a cycle of constant growth, transformation, and deeper understanding of life and the self. Each stage of the Fool's journey is symbolic of real-life experiences, and these archetypal energies help guide individuals in their personal growth and self-discovery.